the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They defer to right out of the shotgun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Bills at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 42. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Locke. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Big pickup at 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Block now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Left side, Cook. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw it is Locke. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no wind. This is a killer's dream here today.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't...
And now the rookie's free. A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Trent Sherfield in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Harris coming up with a solid run there. He shifted to a more complimentary role last season in New England due to some injuries and the emergence of others, and posted the fewest yards and carries of his past 3 seasons. That influenced an AFC East jump from the Patriots to the Bills, where he got a 1-year deal to prove that he can be the lead back once again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
A strong play from last year's 2nd-round pick, who didn't get a lot of carries as a rookie with the Bills, only 89. But he made the most of them, though. A 5.7-yard average, good enough to lead all running backs had he qualified. This is a young man who's proved he's worthy of a more featured role in the Buffalo offense.
Levante David in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They run again with Harris. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a toss right side with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Lock gonna throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game,
play fake. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. Mayfield now. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Mayfield with it once more. This will be caught at about the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Buccaneers 7. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
This could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us.
There he goes, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Bills, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.